Going on YouTube, family and friends, citizens, etc. Back again, trying to figure out this mystery glitching that's going on my recordings in my videos. But I already spoke on it once before. I already know what it is. But hey, can't stop the truth, can't stop prophecy overall, can't stop God, point blank. So it is what it is. But of course the previous draft that I tried, I guess it would be a draft, that I tried to record, I was commenting on Zimmerman and his insanity and how Zimmerman, of course, gradually breaking down mentally because of what he did, and it's hard to sleep at night, nightmares. Anybody that brings a mention of Trayvon, he probably gets sensitive. It might make him snap because it's steady hunting him. But the advice that I give to him is if he repent, seek forgiveness from the mother and the father, and his conscience will be relieved and he can move on. But if not, he's going to continue to hunt him for the rest of his life. And like I said, I still got a bounty on him. So some of the Panthers have a bounty on him. It's a manhunt still taking place. People haven't forgotten about him, and he knows that. And like I said, unless he repent and ask forgiveness from the family, receive forgiveness from the family, go to the Father, regardless of his entity. I mean, just come to realization that if I don't make amends, at least with the family, this is going to haunt me for the rest of my life, and it's going to drive me more and more insane. So, of course, he's starting to gradually lose his sanity because it's haunting him every day. But scooting that aside, now, zooming in here on my recording, making sure nothing mysteriously glitching because got pretty up-to-date technology here. So, yeah. But so I wanted to comment on the woman in D.C. and the recent one today. I think it was Mexico City or something like that. So, I can't remember the exact location. But the woman who disobeyed the officer 3 times, and it resulted in her getting arrested. DC. All right. Some people try to compare DC as similar with Trayvon, which is not, because in this woman's case, she was instructed to stop and secure a vehicle. You know, you're near the White House, and they wanted to probably ask her questions. Where you going? Probably search her vehicle, run her plates, just making sure that she not somebody driving a car bomb up near the White House. You know, that's their job. You know, they're supposed to be cautious and suspicious of anyone, regardless how normal they look, how classy they look. You know, supposed to investigate. So with the woman in D.C. not following instructions, and you got about 8, 9 cops around you, security officers, whatever, point guns, and you still decide to disobey and drive off, running over one of their feet or foot, and then see you have no point of escape and get out frantically, and they already witnessed her driving like a maniac, like she's some sort of fugitive trying to run away, and she acting like a fugitive, gets out frantically, and then boom, 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 boom. Some say, oh, this is similar to Trayvon, this injustice. No, because she wasn't a law-abiding citizen, because she wasn't abiding by the law. And the law enforcers, or the officers that was there, just simply get out of the vehicle. You know, they search, look, she pop a trunk, pop a hood, they look on the seat, okay, she don't got nothing, no suspicion. Ma'am, can we see your ID? Run it in, run in the plates. Okay, no suspicion. All right, have a nice day, ma'am. Continue on your way. But it wasn't the case. It was like she was in Fast and the Furious, you know, trying to hurry up and outrun the cops, and it resulted in a tragedy. That right there, no, that ain't Trayvon. It's just somebody who cost themselves their own life by simply not complying with the law. So that pretty much nothing to further elaborate on. It's just as simple as that. For those who, oh, the woman in D.C., that was crazy, and that was the same as no, that wasn't. Because someone was bringing up, oh, what are civil rights leaders at? Why they not stepping in on that? Well, why should they? Why should they? That wasn't a civil rights issue. That was a, failing to obey the law issue. Failing to, abide by the instructions of law officers. So that when I came, when I saw it, there wasn't no upset, there wasn't no frustration. It was like, well, nah, that one don't count the same as Trayvon. Now, when it comes to the woman today, I don't know, was it she was coming from Mexico, was it Oklahoma or something? I can't remember exactly, but sure, people that saw it, it came out today. So her case, somewhat similar to the DC woman, where she pulled over. God, ma'am, you're doing 70 and 55, whatever she was doing. Got to give you a ticket. Sit right here. Guy walks back to give her a ticket. Shoo! Pulls over again. Ma'am, you're going to have to step out the vehicle. I can't trust you behind the wheel. You just shot off. And I'm finna give you a ticket here. Just simply sit here while I give you a ticket so you can go about your merry way. But I'm not finna let you get off the hook with this. Oh, okay, look, just calm down. Just zoom, zoom. Shot off again. Hold up a second. Just think a moment. Just think a moment. I'm cool. Woosah. Alright, now a police officer pulls me over and he is respecting my rights. He know that I have rights to be, the number one right that I have as a law-abiding citizen is to be treated with respect. That was shown to her. He respectfully addressed her in an appropriate manner, not like he was prejudiced or racist, but, a professional law officer. She shoots off. The second time, the guy's still civilized. This time he pulls out the vehicle because he kind of ticked off. Like, no, you going to have to get out your vehicle, man, because you already drove off once, and I don't trust you to be behind again. And this time he simply asks her to sit still while I write this ticket. I'll just, all right, just hold up a second, shoots off again. If I'm a police officer, I would be ticked off too. Because now it's a growing suspicion that's that fugitive again. See, you call it shooting off, it make you look like a fugitive. The woman in D.C., like a fugitive. This woman recently today, like a fugitive. So the third time, stops the vehicle, gets into it with the woman. His son steps out. He have no business interfering with that. That was between the officer and the mama. The police officer weren't Rodney King and his mama. The 14-year-old guy steps out, try to get at the officer. Then he run back in, and also pull out a gun. And then it leads to the knocking out the window. Some may say, oh, he was blatantly wrong. He should have knocked the window out. No, because he knocked out the window to see what she keep shooting off for. That's why he knocked out the window. Let me find out what's up in here, because she trying to hide something for her to shoot off 3 times. So knocking it out to look on the inside. What's up in this truck or in this van? And then shoots off, starts shooting at her because now she is a potential suspect. Might be a criminal. They don't know. So I can understand from a law officer's perspective on how that looks, because that's the way they don't know. They can't say, oh well, I thought they was a criminal or something. At the first go round, if they act like that from first meeting that person or approaching them, then yeah, then you can say the officer was wrong because they didn't give that person a chance to abide by the law. They jump to conclusions. But when a person been given an opportunity to do right and they come to doing wrong, and it escalates and go a little further, where they have to get a lot more aggressive, then that's that person's fault. Just simply respect the guy, listen to what he got to say, and move on. You know, if he give you a ticket, give you a ticket, and move on. I mean, like, just like me, right? Which I ain't trying to get no tickets, and I had one in a while. But it was a situation where I was riding with an expired tag. I already went through inspection. I already had my paperwork in my glove compartment. I was actually gonna go get the registration the next day because it was a Thursday, and I planned to go down to the place to get it Friday to get my renewal registration. So the guy pulls me over. I calmly pull over. He walks up. I'm laid back, just relaxed. Like, what's going on, sir? He said, oh, you know the reason I pulled you over, right? I said, yeah, I got expired tags in the back. But I already passed the inspection, though, and I opened the glove compartment. I said, here you go. I already passed the inspection. He looked at it. He was like, oh, well, you can't ride on expired tags. I said, yeah, I understand that, but it says on this notification here, or this letter, or the inspection thing showing that you passed. I forgot it's a certificate or whatever it's called, but it say right here that I got 90 days to renew my registration. I got 90 days, and it's only been 30 days. He was like, oh, well, he scratched his head like, well, I ain't never heard of that before, and I pointed on the letter or the little certificate saying I passed inspection. I said, well, it said right here in big bold letters. So he scratched his head in confusion like, wow, that he got me there. But he was like, well, I'm going to just let you take it over with the judge. So I was like, all right, cool. Because I guess he already probably had on his camera that he pulled me over, or I already had it up in his system that he was finna give me a ticket, or I don't know. But instead of me up and getting mad, oh man, it's messed up. I showed you the registration. Why you still? It's like, okay, man, just give me the ticket so I can get up out of here. You know, I ain't tell him that, but in my mind, I'm like, just go and get the ticket, get it over with. Go down here to the court and get this cleared off so it won't go toward the record or nothing, and done deal. And that was the case. Went down there, showed them I got my registration the next day, where I got the paperwork, the receipt, and all that. And they dismissed. All right, have a good day, sir. That's it. But her case, it wasn't that simple. All she had to do, sit still, lady, so you can get a ticket, and he drive a lot safer next time, ma'am. Have a nice day, and then shoot off. But even if she did have something in the back, all she had to do was sit still. He wasn't finna search the van. He was just simply finna give her a ticket. And she just keep going. Play it cool. And, okay, I was speeding. It's obvious why he pulled me over. Ma'am, you were speeding. You know, I'm having to give you a citation. You're doing 70 and 55. Okay, sir. Say, okay, no problem. Let me wait. Could you wait here while I go write the ticket? So you get a license, run a license in, and read her plates or whatnot, and drives off. I mean, give her a ticket and she drive off. But apparently, I guess she didn't want her license plates to be read or something she just felt obviously guilty about. But now you see why brothers going away with. No, I was just kidding. Nah, that ain't that the reason why guys moving to tell brothers moving to white women. That was a little joke. You know, some are like, oh, they ain't fun. But no, seriously, it's just something there. It's like, wow, that two women, one incarcerated and one lost her life simply being hard-headed. I remember I was a security guard once, and the issue was with black women. Seriously. I mean, ain't, love my sisters, queens, future queens when they get married, but right now I say princesses in training. But love them dearly, beautiful, best bodies, swerves and curves and all that. They know that, of course, but y'all can be so hard-headed and stubborn, but y'all call it strong black woman. I'm a strong black woman. No, it's stubborn. Stubborn. You using the wrong word. See, strong is where you don't let anybody change you. That you can still be kind, gentle, respectful, decent person, no matter what drama you've been through, no matter how many heartaches or pains that you've been through, you still the same person, no matter what. Versus no a lot of hardships that you have, and you let those hardships make you cruel and bitter and stubborn. See, that's not strong, that's weak, because you let your hardships change you. Now, if your hardships change you for the better, where you stubborn and cruel or whatnot, and then all of a sudden you make a transition to being stubborn and kind, then that's different. Okay, you're kind, disrespectful, more humble, more balanced. Where you get aggressive in a certain when you have to, but other than that, you prefer to be kind and cruel. See, that's different. But when it comes to letting it change you and say, okay, forget all these men, or forget this, forget that. I'm my own person. Where you not your own person, because the own person that you were, you somebody else now. You're your own person, you will still be that person and not let hardships change you. So that will be the strong, not letting hardships change you. But anyway, scooting that aside, but the stubborn and hard-headedness, like I said, I was a security guard, and I was warned, and people that went through the metal detector, and it was pretty easy, laid back, and women go through, and it was sensitive about me looking in a purse, but I ain't, stick my hand in there digging all in the purse, nothing like that. But supervisor told me, or boss said, hey, make sure to check their purses. They post to unzip them and have them open, and I look in the side. If I got to shake it a little bit, make sure there ain't no gun or knife, or make sure I can see. So a lot of them be sensitive about their purses, and I'm sitting there like, I'm just doing my job. I ain't trying to inconvenience nobody. I ain't trying to harass. Making sure that, because they got cameras up above, if they see me not looking in these purses, then it's going to be on me. Like, you letting these people get by, and they can have this, have that. So women some are just run through the metal detector almost, because they get tired of me looking in the purse. And I'm like, I'm just doing my job here. So I got to the point, I'm like, okay, they want to run through this metal detector here and not go through the process. So, of course, they got to lay their keys over to the side and belongings. People go to jobs, have security checks. You got to lay your wallet and keys over to the side, go through the metal detector, and then you don't beep. Cool, you do beep, you got to get warranted, and you know how it goes. In the accessorials, you have to leave. to make sure ain't no weapons, and So when they hand their keys over to the side, I'll just hold the keys like, nope, you beat. I gotta warn you. They can't refuse because that's part of the rules. It's big sign, they inform, they supervise, inform, etc. But that was the number one issue I had was black women. Just just rebellious. Very rebellious. Oh, okay, that's where K Michelle come in. Nah. But yeah, not all, not all, because I know they can be offensive real quick when you say, oh, I say, oh, you talking to me? Oh, so no, not all. It's just like white person making a general statement about blacks, and a lot of blacks get offended, and vice versa with blacks towards whites. So not all, but some. So yeah. So it's, like I said, just keeping in touch here. What I've been up to, like I said, just working, just just staying level-headed, staying positive, and just trying to make things come together as always. So in the meantime, of course, the viewers or whatnot that watch, stay positive and don't let the vows of the world change you. Because what really gets me, and I'm gonna wrap it up here. What really gets me is when I hear people complain about how people treat them, and they end up treating the next person the same way how they was treated. So you complain about, man, this person, they low down, they did me wrong, and I don't like how they treat me, I don't like how they do this, I don't like how they do that. But yet that same person complaining end up doing the exact same things to the next individual. So I started to think, are they crazy? Are they slow? Why would you do the exact same thing that you complaining about to the next individual? So I don't get that. That don't make sense to me. But it is what it is. But anywho, um, I'm still here, my YouTube family and friends, and my YouTube subscribers, of course, my family. That's why I say family and friends. Still here, still positive, still staying, trying to stay as wise as possible, trying to make wise decisions and stay level, and still moving forward, enduring to the end. And speaking of enduring, this is what makes me endure. Peace. As long as you got peace in your life, you're able to endure some everything. That inner peace, very important to have. Without it, make a person go insane, go crazy, all sorts of stuff, worry, stress you down, whatnot. So you just that inner peace. So as long as that's there, you're able to endure anything. So, words of Christ. Instead of my peace, his peace, I'll leave with you. And as always, Christ for life.